Magicians trick beyond compare. Loyal minions stand so near.
Hey, welcome to Kiki Clocktower. This is Kiki Joe.
And I'm McGiggles.
Tell us what we're playing today, Gigs.
We are playing a Pokemon Draft League.
Wait, what? That's not a script.
And we're doing it without you. Bye!
What? What?
A bunch of us folks who know each other through hit social deduction game Blood on the Clocktower got together and are doing a Pokemon Draft League. These play out very similarly to sports draft leagues, where coaches will draft different players to their own sports ball teams. Of course, each player is completely signature to the team that they are drafted to. Similarly, in a Pokemon Draft League, every single Pokemon is signature to the team that they're drafted to. In addition, every coach only has 100 points to spend, and every Pokemon is weighted differently. A 20-point Pokemon is considered to be better than a 19-point Pokemon, and so on. So with your 100 points, you kind of want to make a team that works together well, and can also give you all the tools that you need to face other coaches. Our darling Wiglet is a 1-pointer. I'm sorry, buddy, you're just not that good. Teams will be facing each other in round-robin format. That is, every single team will be facing every single other team, and the teams that perform the best will be facing each other in playoffs. Now, when I first started planning for this draft league, I knew that I wanted to do something with one of my favorite Pokemon. My favorite Pokemon are Serena, Hatterene, and Lilligant, in that order. Now, unfortunately for me, while Serena has a really cool gimmick with her signature ability Queenly Majesty, which prevents the opponent from using priority attacks, it's not quite the type of gimmick that you can really build a team around. She's also not the only Pokemon with this gimmick, and widely considered to not be the best Pokemon to use this gimmick either. My second favorite Pokemon, Hatterene, is extremely viable to build a team around as a Trick Room Sweeper. Her special attack stat is insanely monstrous, and her speed stat is abysmal. But that low speed stat can turn into a massive advantage within Trick Room. And that led me towards building Trick Room teams. Hatterene is often paired with the Pokemon Indeedee, because Indeedee is a support Pokemon who gets some really good moves like Trick Room, Calm Mind, Follow Me, Helping Hand, and has the ability Psychic Surge, which sets up a psychic terrain which prevents priority attacks. Sound familiar? Indeedee's Psychic Surge ability also enables Hatterene to use the extremely powerful move Expanding Force, which attacks both opposing Pokemon and increases in damage in psychic terrain. This pair can be extremely powerful and give me a good core to build a Trick Room team around. And so I started digging. I looked through some tournament results and found during the Milwaukee Regionals, Brian Collins saw some success with a Hatterene Indeedee team that had two distinct modes. A Trick Room mode with Hatterene and Indeedee, of course, and a Sun Team mode with Lilligant and Torkoal. It's a really smart team, and I really liked its premise, enough so that I decided to build my team around this concept. Of course, there's the added bonus that I actually get to use my third favorite Pokemon in addition to my second favorite Pokemon, and I am nothing if not biased. This duo is hella powerful too. Torkoal can set the sun in the sky, and Lilligant can benefit from it, from her Chlorophyll ability, which doubles her speed in sunshine. There was unfortunately one problem with this idea. In a draft format, this team is expensive! But the idea was implanted, and so I began to plot. Rather than follow that team to a T, I knew that I would need more flexibility. And I would need backups in case any of my Pokemon were sniped by other coaches. So I came up with 3 distinct plans, each one surrounding a different key Pokemon. These plans did not require me to get any one Pokemon in the draft, and so would allow me flexibility to build around a central core that kind of works. Plan A, the plan I'm most excited about, revolves around Torkoal. Plan A does have a lot of that same Brian Collins core to it, with Torkoal, Lilligant, and Hatterene, but Lilligant and Hatterene can be replaced by other chlorophyll Pokemon for Lilligant, like, say, Executor, and Hatterene can be replaced with other Pokemon that are good in Trick Room. Kinda hilarious that this plan is flexible in the sense that I can boot my favorite Pokemon. Now, Plan B is centered around Indeedee. It can utilize Hatterene, but in many ways, it's kind of we have Plan A at home. It utilizes Ninetales with a potential Chlorophyll Pokemon with those same two distinct modes that we find in Plan A, just without the Torkoal. Plan C revolves around Ursaluna. It doesn't particularly matter which Ursaluna I get. I can adapt on the fly to whichever one it is. This is kind of my last-ditch plan in case all else fails. It once again leans into Trick Room with Ursaluna as a core attacker, but if I don't get Trick Room up in this plan, I am screwed. It doesn't have the same flexibility as the other two plans, and I'm not quite as excited about it, but it will do in a last-ditch effort. Now, seeing as this is a draft, it is unlikely that I will get everything out of my wish list, and in fact, it's entirely possible that I will not get any of the 3 Pokemon that I kind of want. And if that happens, well, I guess I'm fucked.
I feel that. I've got one irreplaceable Mon too. I'm really hoping they aren't contested by Pangams, then I can be flexible with everything else. The only thing I'll say is that I won't be contesting a 20 cost Mon. No. No. Huh? Oh, thank God. The Gaslight and Giglets are together, baby! We got our boy Torkoal. All of these Mons are so flexible, and I am so glad that I got them all. There's multiple distinct modes that I can use, multiple support options. Really, I just wanted to get all of the tools that I needed to put different teams together against all of these different coaches. I think I have the tools in the toolbox, and I am excited. I was once told that I'm really good for preparing for things, but I also know that I'm not very good at doing things. So I'm anticipating preparing my butt off for every match and then falling flat on my face. But hey, at least I don't do war crimes.